just videotaping trail here, coming into North Range curve. I'll show you, basically we're just about right exactly on the 3.5 meter width here. Brushed out extra on the inside of the curve, of course, to get 400 foot sight line. Coming up the mill crossing here. And heading towards North Range. Crossing's all brushed back, as you can see, and fairly flat. Had a little logging operation going on in here, but he's kept it fairly smooth. This section here, this is exactly on 3.5, so small brush encroachment. It's not quite 4, it's probably about 3.8, something like that, about the same as the surfacing really. It's just about out flush, so we kept it mowed, tried to mow it back an extra few feet on each side, so pretty close though. That's a 3.5 meter top, so that's roughly the look we're after. Give it a tour through here to North Range Road here. Just coming up to the gate. Just brushed out all the signage and gates here a couple days ago. Gates are all brushed back nicely. Stop signs highly visible. Intersections well brushed back. Got it mowed around the edges. One had quite a bit on the other side by the gate, but that's all been cleaned up. So this is actually kind of narrow right here. If we were to jump out and measure this, we'd find that this is under 3.5, but right in that 3.2 or 3 range. Fairly good on the inside of the curve though. You do have 400 feet of sight line around the curve. One bump here that we've been trying to grade out each time a little more. And mowing should take care of the grass on the inside. Give you a pretty good idea though what a typical trail is like down through here. This is a little bit rougher section than most. A little rockier. The logging operation here would be interesting to see if they've finished and cleaned up or not. Don't see any log stockpiles, so it looks like they might be out of here. One or two pieces of bark, but overall not too bad a job. Grading should take care of it. That lasts a little bit when we do our next pass. Looks like a reasonable job, I guess. We've certainly seen a lot worse. And this top here is about 3.5 right on the button, and the mowing or the brushing's right at 4, and we certainly got our 9 feet up top. Brush encroachments here a little bit. Take care of this season. A little wider here in the sandy stuff up on top. Not much way to narrow it up either. 3.5 right here. And the logging operation here beside the mink farm again. A little bit of bark on here, but smooth, no real issues. Going to jump out here and randomly check, a section of tread width here and see just how wide this really is here. It looks. I'm gonna guess it's about 3.3 maybe, but we'll know in just a second. Get the ring to hold the tape right on the grass there. Okay, we are at 3.1 meters this time. So it's a little narrow in here. It doesn't meet DNR spec, but again, it is on a straightaway. And the brushing meets pretty good. We're going to go down a little further and take another look. Give you an idea what the trail looks like through here, though. DNR spec is 3.5 meters on the tread width of the gravel, and we're a little shy in some areas here. And the multi-use trail spec for the brushing or cleared area is 4.5 wide, 9 feet high, or about 3 meters high. And again, this here would be just a hair under 3.5 probably on the gravel. Pretty good on the brushing. Odd limb hanging in that needs dealt with, but nothing too serious. Driveways are brushed. This is between North Range Cross and Bloomfield Cross. So that's what a typical trail down here looks like, and we are pretty darn close on the spec. So give you a little idea what it looks like up here between Bloomfield Cross and Bloomfield Road. Somebody has hit a gate post since we were here last, and with a vehicle of some sort, and it was up 2 days ago. So I don't know if they've knocked it right out of the ground or what the plan is there. We'll get a jump out and have a look at it. Actually, we can see where they've hit the gate post. You can just move back for a second, Ring, and I'll take a little wide angle shot here. You can see they've hit the gate post, which we'll move back here and try to figure out why you would hit the gate post. The gate post does have a reflector on it. The gates are clearly marked here on both sides. It's back from the intersection, probably in the neighborhood of 60-70 feet from the intersection. We'll move back so you can see it. There's the back of the stop sign. So my guess is they've come off the road here, going a little bit crazy off of, you can see here we are on Bloomfield Cross. Come down the road, turn this corner here, probably wide open or so, in a sloughie. They've hit the post, and then it's no secret where they landed after that, because we can see where they've been pulled out. Here's a divot mark down here, and here's where it rolled over, and it was an ATV because there's part of a windshield right down here, and then they worked to try and get it out of here. You can see they've had some issues here, but it does, I'm just going to guess and see here. Yeah, that's definitely an ATV windshield, so they've rolled her over in here after they hit. Then they've had a friend or something try and pull them out here, as you can see. I would assume there's a lot of plastic laying around here, and they may well have had an injury, so we'll document this date and time and everything like this. As you'll note, this is an 8-foot post sunk in concrete here, hauled out of the ground, clearly reflective marking on it. And these particular gates, we're just going to pace it off, but should be around 14 feet, maybe between them here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 10. Right around 13 and a half feet. So should have been able to make it through there with a four-wheeler, but apparently not. Anyway, we'll continue down the trail. Have to come back and resync that post, I guess. Another expense. Are you ready to go, or?